Right, good morning. Welcome back to the College Algebra Final Exam Prep here. So now we're going to work on number 6 here. It says write the equation, minimum degree, of a polynomial with x equals -3 and x equals 5 plus I. The y-intercept is 10. Okay. Really should have been a couple more in there. It's, with integer coefficients kind of a thing. So or maybe rational coefficients, but not imaginary coefficients. It's a different polynomial class. So let's go ahead and have a look at what we're given. We are given that x equals -3. Okay, so we have x is equal to -3. We also have x is equal to 5 plus I. Okay, and we know that the y-intercept is 10. Okay. So one of the things that you know, right? If there's a 0 at 5 plus I, there's a 0 at 5 minus I. Okay, the zeros for these they always come in conjugate pairs. Okay, so what we're going to do with all of this is we're going to say, well, x was equal to -3, so x plus 3 was a factor. X equals 5 plus I, so x minus 5 plus I was a factor. And x equals 5 minus I means that x minus 5 minus I is a factor. Okay. And then when x equals 0, y is equal to 10. Okay, so that's something to know as well. Okay, so why don't we deal with the complex stuff first? Okay, so I know that there's a x minus 5 plus I, right? I'll do it that way. Okay, and x minus 5 minus I, right? That's one of the things we have to deal with. However, since we have to write this thing with integer coefficients, we can't just this is not the answer. Okay, we're not going to get away with that. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to multiply this through. Okay, so let's set that aside for a moment. So we're going to have x minus y plus I and x minus 5 minus I. We're just going to follow this out. Okay, so x times x, that's going to be x squared. We're going to have a minus 5 plus I x's. Okay, we're going to have a minus 5 minus I x's, right? That's this times this, right? And then we have minus times a minus is a positive, and then we have a 5 plus I, 5 minus I. Okay, I just followed it out. That's all I did. Okay, so here we go. We have x squared. Let's distribute. So we have x minus 5x, that's this times this, minus ix, okay, minus another 5x, minus times a minus is positive, so positive ix. See how these are going to cancel? Okay, plus, and then we have to FOIL this out. So 5 times 5 is 25. We have a plus 5i, we have a minus 5i, and then we have a minus, right? Positive times negative is have an I squared. Okay. So let's see if we can't put this a little bit together, right? There's some stuff that cancels. So let's go ahead and deal with that. We have a minus ix and a positive ix. Minus 5 and minus 5, they just don't cancel. Okay. But again, here we have a plus 5 and a minus 5i. So that's going to cancel. Okay. So let's go back to blue here for a second. We have x squared. We'll start combining some terms, right? Minus 5 minus 5, it's minus 10x. Here's 25. What's a minus I squared, right? That's a minus -1, because I squared, remember, I squared is equal to -1. So we have x squared minus 10x plus 26, okay? Because 25 minus a -1, right? And now we can put in, right, our original thing here. This is x plus 3. Okay, and let's multiply this out. So what are we going to have? We're going to have x cubed minus 10x squared plus 26x, right? That's this one. And then we're going to have a positive 3x squared, that's here, minus 30x. And then 3 times 25, what is it, 75, 78? Okay. So our total is going to be x cubed minus 7x squared. Looks like minus 4x plus 78. Okay. So one of the other things we're told, though, is that when x equals 0, y is equal to 10. Right? I think that was the, yep, y is 10. So we have to have the right y-intercept here. So what we're going to say is we're going to have a constant out in front of all of this to make this happen. Okay, so we're going to have 0 cubed minus 7 times 0 squared minus 4 times 0 plus 78. That has to be 10. Okay, so we have 78a equals 10. A is equal to 10 over 78. Okay, so my function that we're looking for is 10/78. Okay, and then we have x cubed, just go back up to this again, minus 7x squared minus 4x plus 78. I guess we could put this in here, okay, and file it down a little bit more, but that's really what I'm looking for. All right, I know these are a little on the difficult side. The hardest part is remembering that the conjugate is a factor, and then carrying this arithmetic out. You have to be real careful with your signs and distributing and doing everything, which is one of the reasons why I took it real slow when I did it. Okay, so that's how you put something like that together, and I will see you in the next one. Okay.